Hi, I'm Ivu.
And I'm Anna.
We're going to be teaching you how to play Tonttu, the voting game. This game includes the following components: 3 reference cards, 3 ladder cards, 48 gnome cards, and you will have to provide 1 die for each player and 1 meeple for each player. Here, we're using miniatures. This is an optional feature. Each player gets to pick their own meeple. I'm going to play with this one. And you will play with this one. Then, we distribute the reference cards around the table for the player's convenience. Then, we place the 3 ladder cards in increasing order from 1 to 12, like so. Each player rolls their die and re-roll if necessary until there's only 1 player in second place with the second largest number. So I got a 4, you got a 1, and Anna got a 5. So we're going to place our meeples now in the corresponding number. I rolled 4, I placed it on position 4. Anna rolled 5, she placed it in position 5. You rolled a 1, and you start in position 1. I'm in second place. That makes me the dealer of the turn. Each player can collect their die, and then the dealer of the turn will shuffle the deck and distribute 3 cards to each player, like so. For me, 3 for you, which I'm going to face up so we can see the cards you have, and 3 for Anna. Now we're ready to begin. To play the game, we're going to follow the 6 steps on the reference cards in multiple rounds until the elections are over. The first step, the dealer of the turn, that's me, places 3 cards on the table, 3 face up. Place your cards to the side. And 1 face down. Then, in step 2, players that are in second place get to manipulate the elections in multiple different ways. After picking the face down card, players in second place may replace the face down card with one of the cards in their hand, discarding the face down card. They may disqualify one of the face up cards by discarding 3 cards, this is a discard pile, and removing that candidate from the election, or by endorsing one of the candidates by placing one of their own cards immediately under the card being endorsed, in which case that candidate gains all the abilities described on the card endorsing it. Players in second place may do this as many times as they wish. So I'm going to endorse this card here. After the elections have been manipulated by the players in second place, all players read the candidates running this election and select the candidate that benefits them the most, bringing them closest to second place. To select your candidate, you place your die on the table, like so, with the corresponding number face up, and cover it with your hand so the other players can't see. Once all players have placed their votes, the dealer counts to 3, 1, 2, 3, and all players reveal at once. The dealer then reveals the face down card. After the votes have been revealed, the dealer of the turn identifies which candidate received the second most amount of votes. That card is declared elected. In this case, it's number 3. Players that voted for that card draw a card. If there are no candidates with the second most amount of votes, which happens when everybody votes for the same card, for example, then the face down card is declared elected. After the votes have been counted, we begin the gnome actions step. Beginning from the player to the left of the dealer, in a clockwise manner, that's Anna, players carry out the actions on the card they voted for. Anna voted for 4, so she gets +1, and then she may discard any number of cards to get +3 for each card she discards.
I don't want to do that.
Now you voted for 4, you also get to move +1, and then you get to discard any number of cards to get +3 for each card you voted for. So we're going to do that for you. You'll discard this card. You got 1, 2, 3. That places you in second place. I voted for 3, and I can choose a player, and that player gets +1. So I choose you, and you're going to get +1, which places you in first place, and I'm back to second place. Now that we've reached the end of the turn, we place aside the elected cards. All the other cards are discarded, like so. And the dealer of the turn decides who's going to be the next dealer amongst all players in second place. So I'm the only player in second place, and I get to choose myself. Since we have not reached the ending condition, we begin step 1 again. The subsequent rounds follow the same pattern. In the first step, the dealer places 3 cards face up and 1 face down. And then in the second step, players in second place get to manipulate the elections. After the elections have been manipulated, players place their votes. And then the dealer counts to 3. 1, 2, 3. All players reveal their votes. The dealer reveals the face-down card. We count the votes, identifying which candidate received the second most amount of votes. In that case, it's the first candidate. I voted for him, and so I get to draw a card. Anna voted for 4, so she can divide -3 between up to 3 players of her choice.
I choose myself with -1, and David, I get -2.
You also voted for 4, so you could, for example, give yourself -2 and then -1 to me. I voted for 1, so I must carry out the actions of both the candidate and the card that's endorsing it, which gives +5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for first place, and then +2 second place, and then +5 to first place, 1, 2, extending the ladder, 3, 4, 5, +3, 1, 2, 3. This candidate is elected. All the other cards are discarded. Since you're in second place, now you're the dealer of the turn. So the game goes on until the ending condition is met. In this game, it goes until the second largest party has 3 or more candidates elected. In this scenario, both of these parties have 3 elected candidates, and the second largest party has 1. So if in the next round a yellow card is elected, for example, the second largest party has 3 candidates and the game ends. Players in second place
win.